The laugh came first. Dry, confident, public. My wife's uncle, the boss, leaned back in his chair when he saw me enter the courtroom, cheap laptop tucked under my arm like a bad joke. His lawyer didn't even look up. Papers rustled. Pens clicked. They had already won this in their heads. "You're finished," my uncle-in-law smirked, just loud enough for me to hear. "No one will hire you ever." I sat down. The bench felt colder than it should have. The air smelled like old wood and certainty. I opened my laptop slowly, the hinge squeaking in protest, and felt every eye measure my worth by the price of the plastic in my hands. I kept my face still. Inside, something ancient woke up. Not fear, not anger, memory. The judge called the case. Words like non-compete trade secrets, irreparable harm floated through the room. My name sounded smaller than theirs. I let it. I needed them relaxed. Across the aisle, my uncle-in-law smiled like a man watching a door close. I waited. I used to believe loyalty was inherited. Marry into a family, share a table, share a future. I was wrong. Loyalty is rented, and the rent goes up the moment you succeed. I built the system they sold. Nights, weekends, holidays. I coded while they toasted. When the product worked, it became ours. When I left, it became theirs. They told me I couldn't work anywhere else. That the clause was ironclad. That I owed them silence for the rest of my career. My wife repeated it at home like scripture. Her uncle's words in her mouth. I nodded. I smiled. I packed my things. At dinner, she asked if I was scared. I said no. That worried her more than panic would have. The betrayal wasn't just legal. It was domestic. Files went missing. Conversations stopped when I entered rooms. My wife learned a new patience, a rehearsed distance. She didn't ask how I slept. She asked what I planned to do next. That's when I knew. They weren't defending themselves from me. They were hiding something. I didn't fight the lawsuit at first. I read it. Slowly, I traced every claim back to its origin. Language leaves fingerprints if you know where to look. I pulled my old backups. Emails, commits, timestamps. I remembered a night years ago when the office was empty and the idea finally clicked. I remembered filing something quietly, alone, because no one else was awake to care. The patent. I checked the registry from a public terminal, then from another, then from a lawyer's office that didn't know my name yet. It was there, clean, undisputed, in my name. At home, my wife grew impatient. Her phone lit up with family messages. Pressure disguised as concern. She asked why I wasn't panicking. I watched her face when I told her I had options. That night, my daughter-in-law called, laughter spilling through the speaker like grease. "If you want to join Thanksgiving," she shouted, "come wash the dishes." I paused, counted to 3. "Enjoy," I said. Then I booked a flight. Not because I needed to leave, because I wanted proof to exist somewhere they couldn't touch it. Back in court, the judge looked at me. Finally, "Your turn," she said. I stood. The room leaned forward without realizing it. I connected my laptop. The screen flickered. My uncle-in-law stopped smiling. "I'd like to submit Exhibit C," I said. My voice was steady, almost bored. The document filled the screen. Registration number, date, inventor, my name. The lawyer blinked. Once. Then again. His pen froze mid-note. "That patent," I continued, "was filed before my employment agreement was amended. Independently. Without assignment. Silence spread. Heavy. Delicious. My uncle-in-law went pale. Not the polite pale of surprise. The hollow pale of a man watching a floor give way. The judge leaned in. The lawyer whispered. Too late. They asked for a recess. I agreed. In the hallway, my uncle-in-law grabbed my arm. His hand shook. You planned this, he said. I looked at his fingers. Then at his eyes. No, I said. I survived it. The case collapsed neatly. Motions withdrawn. Threats evaporated. The clause turned to dust under its own arrogance. That night, I posted photos. Snow. Glass. Silence. A villa in Switzerland I didn't need to explain. My phone rang 71 times. My wife called first. Then her uncle. Then the daughter-in-law who had laughed into my ear. I didn't answer. Power doesn't need witnesses. It needs distance. People think revenge is loud. It isn't. It's administrative. It's knowing where the levers are and pulling them once. I don't hate my wife. I understand her. She chose gravity over flight. She chose the table she knew. I chose the exit. Sometimes, at night, I open the laptop, the same cheap one, and listen to the hinge complain. It reminds me how little things matter when the truth is documented. They thought I was finished. I was just done explaining.